cooperating tonight because it's been a little bit spotty out here. Let me make sure that I can see your comments here. Yeah, the real Chris says, is it launching now? No. That is not happening until probably, no earlier, we're thinking, than the 20th. I should grab my crutch, by the way. I still do have a healing leg, but luckily I'm able to crutch around. So I'm here with Joe Tegmeyer.
Hi, how you doing?
We are looking at Starship at night tonight. You've never been here to Starbase at night, so
Nope.
Still a little bit light, but as you can see, it is a round-the-clock operation here, and just one thing that we noticed driving in is that, let me turn it around for you here, the crane is back up, and yesterday it was down.
Yep.
So things are changing all the time, and I just want to turn it on you if you guys, I'm sure you recognize this guy, Joe Tegmeyer. It's your first time here. It's not really dark yet, but what do you think so far?
I think it was nice a little bit earlier because the golden hour with the sun going down really made really spectacular out here. A really nice sunset too, and just seeing Starhopper with the sunset behind it, and now with the lights coming on, and as we arrived, we also heard some depressurizing from the Starship, so that was kind of cool. Very loud.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and it looks like golden hour right behind you. The sun is obviously still setting here, and it's, I'm sure you guys can hear, it's pretty windy.
Yeah, well, we're near a beach, so that happens.
It's very windy, and I got this lovely Walmart shirt. I'm a South Padre Island tourist now because the bugs here, I didn't bring enough, long sleeved anything, right. Classic me. So I'm wearing this bright orange shirt. It's hard to miss me, but I'm going to turn it back around for you. And actually, Joe, can I ask you to kind of hold the camera and maybe show them some of the launch complex here while I read some of the updates that we have?
Sure.
All right, great. It's great to have some help.
All right.
Hi, Shard Baby. Thank you for popping in here. So we did get some information from SpaceX today. They did tweet saying that they were focused on launch readiness ahead of Starship's first integrated flight test. And they say it could be as soon as next week, pending regulatory approval. So no launch rehearsal will be this week. We are here, and we were here in case that was the case. This is not going to happen this week. We also found out today a NOTAM was found near Mexico. This is valid from April 17th through April 22nd. And a NOTAM, if you didn't know, is a notice to air mission. Maybe, Joe, you can tell us a little more about the NOTAM and, this kind of, maybe this is a sign that, we really are getting close.
Yeah, well, it's, NOTAMs are a way of basically warning or informing air traffic that there's hazardous areas, or maybe there's information or changes that airmen need to know to make sure that they can fly safe or avoid areas where maybe they really shouldn't be. And this NOTAM is actually, I think it's a Mexico NOTAM, but it covers from Starbase out into the Gulf of Mexico and then to the south. And there'll be a similar one, and we've seen that before, for the US NOTAM system, and it's mostly going to be tracking that path that SpaceX has shown. There's like an overlapping path. One of them is for the booster itself. It's a little bit more narrow, goes about halfway through the Gulf. And then the other one's a little wider, and it continues through most of the Gulf over towards Florida, and kind of that strait between the tip of Florida and Cuba. But it's really getting that information out now is trying to tell people who are pilots or in aviation to avoid this area, or at least start becoming aware that this is a possibility, and it's one of the necessary steps ahead of actually launching the vehicle. So it's kind of neat to see that.
Absolutely. And El Hungaro, thank you for the super chat. We're here for you. We're here for you guys. Joe and I traveled down on Sunday on Easter, and we were hoping that maybe the Hoppy Easter Bunny would Wen Hop Starship, but we're still waiting on that. And it's a bummer for all the people that we've met from around the world that are having to leave. They were here. We met a couple of family from London, and they're not able to stay. So it's really, really hard to pin down. Really hard to pin down the date.
Right, exactly.
We've been waiting. This has been delayed for almost 2 years now. So that's tough. But yeah, as you can see, the sun is going down. It's turning tonight, and we are here by the launch complex. But during this live stream, I would like to take them down the road and show them sort of the build site area and the beautiful lit up sign. I don't know how many more pictures you want to take here.
I'm fine.
You're good? Okay. Well, let's just get one last look here. Again, this is my 4th time here to Starbase, and this is the first time I've seen her fully stacked, and she's looking great.
By the way, something that's going on right now your viewers might be interested in is...
Oh, tell me.
They've been bringing a lot of the commodities, the liquid nitrogen, oxygen. Haven't seen the methane yet, but not only have they filled up the orbital launch tank farm, but right now they're filling up the suborbital launch tank farm. And there's some speculation that the reason why they're doing that is it's a ready source for more material if they need it during a wet dress rehearsal, or maybe they launch next week. So all of the tanks here across the entire launch facility are being filled up right now. Right.
And WC wants to know, why are officers here if there's no closure tonight? I've seen them here all the time. They're just kind of always out patrolling. Do you think that that's unique? I don't think so.
I don't know. It's hard to tell. We're not really going to go over and ask them, but it could be. I guess we could, but it could be anything from just talking to the SpaceX employees about some of the procedures that are going to be coming up for the events maybe next week.
They say to keep Ellie out. Maybe they saw our recent video getting kicked out of the Tesla lithium refinery. I don't know.
Exactly. But yeah, it could be that. It could be a whole variety of things. But they are out here often, and I think that the Cameron County Police and SpaceX has a really good relationship, and they work together.
Absolutely. And we also learned, and Michael points out, all road closures for this week have been canceled. So
right.
So we're in a weird, situation, because we thought it might be the 10th, which is why we came down here earlier, because both of us didn't want to miss it. I mean, we're both here to cover it for you guys, and so we're just hoping that it stays somewhat to that 4:20 schedule, right?
Yeah, well, it's hard to tell. I mean, there's a lot of moving pieces, obviously. If you boil them down to 3 main ones, you have the ground support systems. They got to make sure that's good. They have the Starship and the booster, and make sure that's good. And then, of course, we have the launch license, which is another issue as well.
Right.
And all of those need to come together. And it seems like it is, but it may take a little longer than we hope, but you never really know.
Yeah. Still awesome. Even with the wind and the bugs, it's still awesome being out here. And we took the drone out earlier today because we went to Isla Blanca Park, and so you were telling me you really wish that you could, truly drone capture the launch.
Right. It would be really nice if we could, but this area here is kind of a restricted zone for drones, and it's also restricted for aircraft as well. And that's sort of normal, but also they have temporary flight restrictions out here as well, and those will change with the geographical outline, but also the altitudes as well. But where we were earlier today, it's about 5 miles away at the tip of South Padre Island. That park is a great place to potentially watch the launch, so I wanted to go out there and kind of get a lay of the land, get the drone up there, see what it would look like from the drone, and actually it was quite spectacular views from there.
Oh yeah, and I will be sharing some of those, thank you, courtesy to Joe Tegmeyer, in a video that I'm releasing tomorrow about why that is a good option, a good area to view the launch. Hopefully if you get there early enough, it would be a great location to view it from. But it's actually pretty quiet here tonight. I've been here, a couple times at night, and it's really quiet. And Daniel just said that he says it's Isla. I thought it was Isla, and I looked it up today, and it said Isla. So maybe you guys can let us know if you think it's Isla or Isla. I don't know. I speak some Spanish, so I don't know. What it is here. So, but yeah, shall we take them and show how the proximity from the launch complex to the build site? And the other thing is the proximity, just literally like past those flashing lights, is you drive onto the beach. So if you've never been here, people, we're gonna put my crutches in the car because, believe it or not, I am still with, healing legs. So let's take you for a ride in the Tesla. Hopefully the service works with us. It's been pretty good so far. And let me just, it's kind of hard to put my leg in the car. I'm sure you can understand why. But I really want to show you guys one of my favorite parts of Starbase. And it's down the road toward the build site. And that is the rocket garden. Showed you guys this before, but I'm gonna show you again. So we are leaving right now, the launch complex. Bye, you're beautiful. Have a nice, what is it, Tuesday? Have a nice Tuesday night. There we go, there's Hoppy right there. And yeah, it still looks like the sun is setting here. It looks beautiful tonight. Yeah, MacGyver, it's saying reconnect. Oh my gosh, you guys, stay with me. Stay with me. Stay with me. The service is pretty iffy out here. But you know what? I'm just gonna keep it rolling and hope that it is going, because we are driving down the road. There are some dead zones. Okay, I see that we are still on. So, wow, like 50 or 60 people dropped off. Come back. Well, some people are still here, so we're gonna keep going. Because if you've never been here, this is what it looks like. So you go down to the launch complex, say ooh and ah, and then we're gonna go over here and show you guys the rocket garden. When this was, a couple years ago, there were questions of, oh, can you drive down the road? How are you getting those pictures? And now it's pretty common knowledge, or it should be, that you can drive down the road and take your picture, take your souvenir. People have asked me, do they do guided tours? How do I schedule a tour? You don't. You can literally drive like we are, unless the road is closed. Take yourself here and see what you can from the road. Now, obviously, unfortunately, we are not at the point, Joe and I, where we can be like Tim Dodd and get a Starbase tour, maybe someday, from Elon. We're not there yet. So just wanted to show you guys, this is just a fun live stream tonight. Okay, so look on the right here. See those lights? That is the SpaceX restaurant that I had the pleasure of eating in one time before they made it super restrictive. And so it's hard to even be like a +1 of a SpaceX employee. It's called Flip Flaps. I do, see the flaps. They have really fancy food, amazing menu. I actually have one of the menus, so maybe someday that'll be a cool artifact in the restaurant. Okay, so I don't see the lit up sign yet. Stop by the rocket garden before we get to the sign. If you're still hearing me, give me a comment if you are hearing me, please. Please and thank you. Elon can't ignore you, Ellie. You are a force to be reckoned with. I mean, I am here 5 weeks after femur surgery, okay? So, you guys, look at that. Wow. Okay, you guys can hear me, good stuff.
And I'm trying to find the road here.
Yeah, did we pass it?
Did we pass it?
No, we did not. It is not.
No, it's the next one.
The next one, yeah, we don't want to. Sorry guys, we're trying to take you to see these beautiful rocket lawn ornaments here in the rocket garden. So where are we? We are driving down Remedios Road. Okay. You can walk down it. You can drive down it. Let's see. Someone says that the quality of feed is getting strong. Fantastic. Okay. So yeah, here's a POV. If you were driving down Remedios Road, what you would see today in April of 2023. Now, my first trip here was September of 2021, so a lot has changed. Joe asked me yesterday, how long has that house been here? This, to my understanding, is actually another restaurant, sort of like a tiki-themed restaurant, and I don't think it's open all the time, obviously. So, look at this. Yeah, great silhouettes, absolutely. I mean, just the colors of the sunset right now, in contrast, is beautiful. Joe, what do you think?
I think it's cool. You want to get out and show them?
Sure. Well, yeah, if you think that there's a good amount to see.
Why
is
not?
it going to be lit enough? All right, well, we're just
We'll
going to do it. F it, we're going to do it live. The famous phrase. Okay. All right, it's supposed to get windy again. Okay. See, guys, I ain't as good as I once was. Not in the words of that song. I ain't as good as I once was, but I'm as good once as I ever was because I have to get my crutch. And that's kind of why I'm not keeping it turned on me a bunch right now, because we don't really care to see me crutching around. But maybe you can hold it, actually, because we're still both mic'd up. Beautiful. So let's take a look, shall we? You can go. Or just show whatever you think looks good.
What you see here is that's ship 26 connected to the crane, and it's on a new type of mount, much higher, much taller than the normal ones, and that's to allow them to install engines over here in the rocket garden. And from what I understand, S26 or ship 26 has all 6 of the engines installed, 3 of the Raptor vacuums and 3 of the sea level vacuums installed right now. But next to it, you can see one of the older boosters. I'm not sure if that's booster 4 or 5. And another Starship next to it, and I think that one's S15. And then another one here with all of the, it's hard to tell with the silhouette, but it has all of the heat shield tiles on it right now.
Yeah. Oh man, it's so cool to stand next to it. It's hard to like describe the scale and the size without being here. Like even showing them right now, it's just not the same. Right?
I'll keep turning around and I'll show you where the high bay and the mega bay is located in relation to the rocket garden.
And thank you for the super chat, I believe, from Danny there. We really appreciate it. We are out here for you guys, and so you know, this is something that I'm covering full time, clearly. And Joe actually doesn't ever do live streams, do you?
No, I don't.
So he's doing a great job. Let's let him know that he's doing a great job tonight and he should do some live streams. I myself sometimes do live streams, and I really think that, you know, it's a fun way to interact with you guys, and hopefully you enjoy it. But Joe, you're doing a great job of filling in information and, you know, being my co-host here. So we really appreciate that.
Well, thank you.
And let's see. Oh yeah, Michael knows all of the information. He says booster 4.
Oh, okay.
He is definitely credible. He's following this. Good steady camera work. Well, that is because I'm holding my crutch and Joe is holding the tripod, and he also is, you know, the photographer out of the 2 of us, the drone pilot, actually.
No drones today, though.
No drones today.
Well, what you can see here is you can see that Star Factory, at least part of it, that white building, is mostly completed, and right in front of it, sort of between the Mega Bay and the corner of the Star Factory, is yet another Mega Bay, we think, being built.
And this, like, grassy area is called Olympus Mons.
Yeah.
And we learned because there is a sign letting you know. And kind of cool. Maybe we can show them what's on that sign. That was new. I hadn't seen that when I was here last time. There's different lights and different. Let's see if we can go take a look real quickly. So we are gonna show you guys. I wanted to show you guys things that were new, and I had not noticed this until this trip. So let me know if you guys can hear my crutches in the comments. LOL. We had to stop at Walmart yesterday because I didn't really bring enough long sleeve pants I didn't bring any long sleeve pants or shirts, and the bugs here are real bad. What's going on?
One guy wants to know does Elon actually live here?
You know what? I think that he's spending a lot of his time at Twitter headquarters. I think that he's here when he needs to be. He does have a house in the Boca Chica village, but I've never seen anyone there. How about that? So I think he's kind of everywhere all at once. Everything everywhere all at once, like that movie. Okay, so we're getting closer to this sign, and let's see what's lit up. The green light is lit up for all clear, but we have no entry at the top. Essential personnel only, all clear. Lightning phase 2, high winds, and some noises right as we approach it. That was on cue. You are the best, Member Geezer. Thank you for the super chat. We really appreciate it. We thought that, you know what? I want to show you guys Starbase at night. And so hopefully, the sound isn't too terrible with the wind. I did upgrade my mics, so hopefully they're sounding okay. But it's kind of cool to see it at night. It really is. And it is super quiet tonight. I would say even this whole trip, we've been here since Sunday, it's been pretty quiet. I don't know how you would compare it to times you've been here in the past, Joe. Seems pretty quiet to me.
Normally when I'm here, it's during the day and there's just constant activity.
Right.
Not only the SpaceX people, but all the contractors bringing materials, trucks, that kind of stuff, and a lot of people out here trying to see Starbase, kind of like what we're showing right now.
Yep, absolutely. Well, we can take a walk back and show them the sign.
Okay.
Unless there's something else you want to point out here.
Nope, I'm just trying to show them the ships here. Hopefully they like that. And,
oh yeah.
As we walk back, I'll just show what the road looks like heading back. If I understand, that new tent is for, I think, logistics. Maybe somebody can correct me on that, but that's relatively new as well.
Yeah. It has really grown up in the years that I've been coming here.
Yeah.
Because it literally has been years. But I know
we have drop wing on the way down here. It's off there, but he says I think he's coming in from Oklahoma.
What about Mega Bay 2 behind you? Zach Golden, CSI Starbase. Hello, thank you for watching. Go check out his channel, by the way. He makes amazing videos about Starship and anything related to Starship developments.
Yeah, I think that's what they're referring to is on the ground here is where another mega bay, we believe, is being built. The foundations, the form work, and a lot of the rebar is there already.
Yeah, and Anthony says, crazy they let everyone get that close. Yeah, I think a lot of people, are still, they don't realize that it is very accessible, even though, some stuff is off limits. If you make the trip down here and the roads aren't closed, you're able to see a fair amount of stuff, and you can get your signature picture here in the Rocket Garden, and, share that to Twitter, I guess.
I think Zach's online. He says thank you.
Oh, well, good. Thank you, Zach. Thank you. And rumor is that Zach will be making an appearance at Starbase soon, so I am excited to team up with him. Let's see. Yeah. people are surprised at how close we can get. Well, we are thankful that we can get close because we can show you what it would be like to stand here on Remedios Road. Starbase needs a gift shop. Yeah, they probably could make a lot of money if they had a gift shop. That is one of the things too, Joe, you know, if someone comes down here, you got to plan your bathroom, you got to plan to bring water. Like there are no public facilities here, okay? So while I would normally maybe use a bathroom in the sand dunes right now with my current situation, we have to plan a little bit more because, you know, I have a healing leg.
Yeah, that's another important tip. There's not a lot of trees to hide behind out here either.
So, yeah, although the nice thing is at night, you know, but yeah, plan ahead. Okay. Yeah, Starbase needs a food truck. There are food trucks, but they're not open to us. So there's a few food trucks here. And Zach says that he's going to come down on Friday. So Zach, I expect to do a live stream with you the second you roll into town. I'm just kidding, but that's very exciting. So we're going to have, you know, the big leagues come into town. Joe and I are here early, but, you know, the real royal or red carpet will be rolled out soon for the big leagues coming here to Starbase. It will be exciting. And see, like, we haven't even been kicked off the road. Not that we would be. Sometimes they tell you to move your vehicle, but it's, like, really quiet tonight. So I say we go back to our Tesla and show them the beautiful sign, which is another great photo op if you come down here at night. If you stay and wait for it to get dark, the sign is a beautiful lit up masterpiece. And again, thank you to Joe for holding my phone because I got crutches. Yeah, wow. Wow. So exciting. So exciting. It's just exciting for it to actually finally, hopefully be happening. We've waited a long time. I'm actually looking forward to interviewing Jessica Tatro. She is running for mayor in Brownsville, but I wanted to talk to her because she, don't get my pants, Joe. Whatever you do, don't get my pants. We went to Walmart and I got pants that were a size too big because they were the wrong ones on the hanger. I'm telling you guys way too much. All right, here, I'll switch you. Okay. How about that? Don't let them see me at my worst. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, all right, yes, love the stars behind the rockets. I do too. Anyway, sorry, back to what I was saying. You can expect an interview with Jessica Tatro. She is running for mayor, and she's been involved with this whole project with the groundbreaking back in 2014. And so I'm really excited to hear her story and how she has seen SpaceX and Elon and this whole thing shape the county and the area. So, all right, so we have one more stop on this really fun impromptu road trip. Hopefully you guys are having fun. We're leaving the Rocket Garden. Bye, sleep well. And apparently someone saw my pants. Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, someone says we've seen you at your worst hospital. I did live stream from the hospital, that's right. All right, so yeah, Zach says, I wonder how much longer we will be able to go into the Rocket Garden, especially after they start the new Mega Bay. You make a good point. So if you have the ability to get down here, it really is a big question of how long will we be able to do this? Things could change. So we have one more stop. If you guys are still hanging in here, thank you so much for hanging with us tonight. Jason, thank you for the super chat. Thank you, Ellie, for making it down. And another super chat. Ellie and Joe, thanks for making the trip south and showing us what's up. Have a coffee on me.
Awesome.
Well, we appreciate that because we're here.
We're here right when we thought we were going to be here at the Starship, taking its time.
Yeah. Road could use some repairs. But yeah, we will stop here. And this is kind of the end of our field trip, but we'll show you the sign, because if you come here at night, it's definitely a different experience and still worth it. Here we are. Let's see, can we roll down the window? Yeah. So, there she is. E for Ellie in space. Yeah. So I want to know from you guys, how many of you guys have been here? Let me know in the comments. And how many of you guys are coming here next week? Okay. Some of you guys, yeah. Zeke says he rode his e-bike down past Starbase to the beach. That's awesome. Joe, where do you charge the Tesla down there?
Oh, okay, that's a good question. There's actually a supercharger right down at South Padre Island, and it works really well. And there's also one here in Brownsville as well. And
Rocket Ranch, there's a charger.
Rocket Ranch has a charger, and many of the hotels have destination chargers. It's actually not as bad as you might think. It would be really nice if there was a supercharger at Starbase, and from what I understand, Tesla is soliciting people's opinions and votes for where the next supercharger should be. I think Starbase is one of the most popular ones, so if you have the opportunity, you can go on the Tesla website. There's a place for you to register your votes, and I would recommend Starbase. That would be great.
Yes, absolutely. Well, on that note, I think we're going to say goodnight to Starbase, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow, but we hope that you enjoyed this field trip, and yeah, have a great night. Thanks for everyone who watched. Thank you for the super chats. We are just trying to give you, interesting, unique coverage while we're here, and hopefully the service wasn't too bad, but thanks for hanging out with us.